Now, we will not have any dialogue over the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission outside the legally provided framework. That is President Uhuru Kenyatta's message to Kenyans. He made the remarks this morning during the National Prayer Breakfast at the Safari Park Hotel here in Nairobi. And here is part of what was said.
We are confident. We are a God-fearing nation. We believe in what God can do for us. Sometimes when I come for a prayer breakfast like this, if it were not unconstitutional, we should make it compulsory for Kenyans to pray. You know, if it were not against the Constitution. Because I wouldn't know what would happen to this country without God. I would not imagine what would happen to this country without God. And we will continue, and I'm sure we have enough friends who will pray with us, even as we pray for ourselves, so that we can do good for our country and we can do the right things, and most importantly, we can be trustworthy. And we can say that which is true. And we are a very interesting lot as Kenyans. We are a very interesting people. Yesterday I had an engagement with some friends from Parliament. And they were telling me, you see, now that the other side have appointed Modama and Mishimboko, I think we should appoint Moses Kuria and Babayao. You know, if it wasn't a serious thing, it would be hilarious actually. Because that would be how not to get it done completely. Or it would be a contest in something else, you know, which you all know. But that is our country, you know, we have to deal with it. And God has appointed that we are the leaders at this point in time. And we have to deal with it. So I would just ask that we listen to David. He said, deceit is when you present yourself as being trustworthy when you are not. We should be honest. We should be honest. It is what will make Kenya great when we are honest. In all our transactions, in whatever we say.
Madam Speaker, in Kenya, people interpret things how they want, you know. You've said something, but somebody will interpret it another one. I don't know what happens in Uganda. So for the sake of clarity, it is true myself and the First Lady were in Uganda to attend the inauguration, but it was the inauguration of President Museveni, not the other one. So that we are clear before you start putting words in the Speaker's mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've had a great morning. A lot of great statements made. And I really am wondering whether I should even bother reading mine, because I think everything that needs to be said has been said. But you know, for a country to move forward, for a family to move forward, for friendship to last, this word and this theme that has been chosen of trust is the cornerstone of everything. Without trust, there is no way we will be able to forge a truly cohesive nation. Where there is suspicion, where there is mistrust, where there is doubt, that's not a nation that can move forward. And you know, Madam Speaker, the next thing I want to tell you about this country of ours is that this country is a country that has a very short memory. We forget very quickly. We even even forget what people said and we focus on what they're saying now. You don't want to go back and say, you know, what did he say last year? And what did he say the year before? And what did he say the year before that? Ours is current affairs. What the newspapers tell us that morning, that is the subject. And that's how we are. And you know, with trust is something that I believe then is not given, is actually earned. And we've been told it's about having a track record. It's about having a certain element of consistency in the things that you say and in the things that you do. We can't always change to suit my needs for today. Because nations are not just built on my needs for today. Nations are built on a historic foundation. The works that we do today to preserve a better and brighter tomorrow. If our forefathers had thought about themselves, today we would still have a Governor General residing in State House. If they had thought that I don't want to risk my life because my life is more I am the one who is more precious, we would still be a colony today. But they risked their lives, they sacrificed, so that 52 years down the road, we could be here talking about trust. So we too who are here talking about trust today should ask ourselves, 52 years down the road, what legacy will we have left for those who shall be standing here at the annual prayer breakfast? Because by the looks around the room, most of us will not be around. Huh? Where and what will they say about us and what we did? Why do we make laws? I wonder, why do Christians have a Bible? Why do Muslims go by the teachings of a Quran? Why do Hindus go by the teachings of the Gita? They do so because you have to be guided when sometimes you get lost. You know, you want to come back and, you know, this is the way I'm supposed to be. But you can't.